Hi guys, in this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I'm gonna be continuing with my reactions to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2012 series. And actually, we are gonna be finishing season 4 of this show, which is kind of insane that we're already at the end of season 4. We've really breezed through the last 3 seasons, but to be honest, that's how I wanted it to be, because I feel like I took way too long with season 1 and season 2, and considering how many shows outside of TMNT 2012 I want to react to, or even outside of the shows that I've already started, like Fullmetal Alchemist 2003 and Generator X, there's so many shows in so many different stories or genres or whatever you want to call it that I want to check out. I have to be doing these shows much quicker than I used to, so it's much more preferable the way I'm doing them now. And also it's much more fun binging, like, I don't know, 6 or 8 episodes of this show than just watching 2 episodes per day. It's much more fun binging. But yeah, we are at the end of season 4 with episode 25, Requiem, and episode 26, Owari. And this has gotta be it. The big things are definitely going to be happening in these 2 episodes. But to be honest, anything past these 2 episodes is completely out of my knowledge. I literally have no knowledge about season 5. I've never seen it. I've never seen even a single episode of it, as far as I know, obviously. But I've only seen episodes of TMNT 2012 only as far as season 4, and it's only like mostly scenes, because at that point, at the point at which they were airing this show in my country, I was kind of starting to not watch TV that much or at all. So yeah, once we get through these 2 episodes, it's gonna be real fun with the lack of knowledge. But yeah, as usual, before we get into the reaction though, I do want to remind you that you can get a full-length version of all of my Nostalgia Trip reactions over on my Patreon or onto my Ko-fi account, because I offer it on both. And what I offer is, by subscribing at the specific time that I've created for it, like I said, you get access to all episodes, all full-length reactions that I've done so far, which includes almost all episodes of TMNT 2012, will include almost all episodes of Fullmetal Alchemist 2003, and almost all episodes of Generator Rex, and any future show in its whole entirety. But yeah, I don't have much to say about these final 2 episodes. With the titles, there's not much to take from them, but I already kind of have an idea of what these 2 episodes are going to be about, so yeah, there's definitely a foreboding feeling that I'm feeling getting into these 2 episodes, so I guess let's just get it over with in 3, 2, 1.
Stockman.
Man, those cinematics just make it look so fucking cool.
Master Shredder. The super mutagen has finally been perfected.
I kind of wish this whole show was in this cinematic look, because it makes it feel so much more epic.
Will be stabilized.
I think it's because it makes it reminiscent of the 2007 movie, but I don't know. Can you get even more pointy?
Feels natural. Stable. Let me test out this new mutagen. Activate the footbox. Level 12.
Man, I really hope we get to see Shinigami in this episode. We haven't really gotten to see her that
My
much.
dudes, my bros, my turks. It's that time again. Our series is winding down. The end of a season. The final episode of Chris Bradford and his 2 rock
Stop
crew.
with the photo break, man. I love it, but you barely get away with it.
Evil Ninja Commander is on the roof. Come on, 2 rough crew.
You've been kind of distant the past few days. You've been meditating non-stop and you're barely sleeping. Are you okay?
Leonardo, my son.
I think he might still be hurt from what happened last time when he fought the Shredder.
Do you know why you are leader of this team?
Yeah, because I asked to be. You said it wasn't because of my skills.
I said that only to temper your ego at the time. I knew even when you were a small boy that you would one day grow up to be the leader of this team. And when I pass on, to be like a father as well.
Pass on.
Don't talk about that
talking
shit,
about,
Splinter.
Leonardo, if I can only impart one piece of wisdom that will remain with you forever, remember, giving guidance to your brothers and friends does not come from here. It comes from here.
I don't get it. You're fine, Father. Is there something you're not telling me?
Hey, Leo, wanna go visit Karai? Party at the Mutanimals crib, yo! And you can come too, Sensei!
Perhaps I do need to get out of the sewers for a time.
Oh no, it's gonna be an all-out brawl there. Fuck.
Is anyone actually watching the monitors?
No. And now you're fucked.
Mutanimals, prepare for battle. Leatherhead, man the defenses.
I think that's a very bad idea. You're locking yourself in.
Rockwell, ready the weapons.
It's good that you're prepared, but I don't think locking yourselves in is the smart decision. No! Oh boy! Oh boy! That was way too close! Holy shit! He's pummeling two of the toughest guys!
I am here to destroy you all.
Well, now you're a fucking demon, and also the thumbnail of this video, most likely. Kill him! Oh, come on! That's bullshit. And also, how the fuck is she not dead from that? And that. And that!
Karai! You saved her, Leonardo. Shredder's a hero using Karai as
What
baiting.
was that awkward
She wants us
look?
all dead.
I guess you have some
The ambulance is
competition,
coming.
Leo.
Can you wait with her, Shinigami?
Wait, what the hell?
I see two clear trails leading off in opposite directions. Raphael, April, Casey, and Slash will come with me. Leonardo, you will lead Donatello, Michelangelo, and Leatherhead in that direction. Take the Shell Razor. The rest of us will travel on foot.
Sensei, that's not a good idea. We should all stick together if we're gonna take Shredder down.
Leonardo, remember what I said earlier in the dojo. The Shredder. He is atop that building.
That's where we fought for the first time. And that's where we take him down. Once and for all.
See the foreshadowing from that dumb cartoon that Bradford made? I swear I can literally imagine Shredder watching that cartoon and being like, write that shit down, write that shit down. His leg is still not healed. That is not good. Man, even Slash can't do shit. Let alone fucking Casey. Or Ralph, for that matter. Oh, fuck! Oh, no!
Casey!
Save yourself, buddy! Damn! Damn! Holy! He actually hurt him!
You did it, Sensei!
No, he did not! Don't Don't celebrate! Don't celebrate!
Oh no. Splinter!
And now, Hamato Yoshi dies!
Man, I felt that in my heart! Look at their faces, man. I actually can't believe the show did this. Props, man.
No! Father. Father.
I have claimed my victory. No more will you haunt me, rat.
Oh shit. Woohoo! Throwing out the trash.
Oops.
Oh man.
No, please.
Like I said, I actually can't believe the show did this. This is what I've always wanted. A character in the TMNT story to actually goddamn die. Okay. So, I know that some of you instantly are going to be wondering why did I not cry at this? Even though I cried at the Chompy episode. And it's two reasons why. One, deaths don't really affect me in this way in TV shows in general. I actually find it very hard to cry at character deaths. I really have to be... it really has to be done in a specific way for me to cry, and even then it's not really as emotional. Like, it's usually the ones that I did not expect to feel sad about that make me want to cry. Like, for example, if you guys have watched my playthrough of Telltale's The Walking Dead, there's certain characters death in the third season of that game who I did not expect, I knew was gonna die, but I did not expect to actually feel bad about his death. And that goes into my second point, because I knew it was gonna happen, I just didn't know exactly how and when. And sadly, I actually got spoiled of this kind of halfway through reacting to this show, because I think it was when I was watching the video that one YouTuber made who was comparing all the TMNT incarnations and saying which show did the best version of each character, and I think that's when I was spoiled about the fact that Splinter was gonna die. For real. And I wish it wasn't, but it was accidental. I did not expect that was gonna happen. And I'm not exactly sure whether it was even from that video, because it is kind of stupid to go into a video like that, because it's obviously gonna be spoilery, but yeah. But to be honest, even despite the fact that I was spoiled about it, like I said, I only knew it was gonna happen, I didn't know when. And this show, this season definitely did a good job kind of foreshadowing it. I mean, even since the ending of last season when he again got stabbed by the Shredder and died, it was like it was foreshadowed that it was gonna happen again, and it really goes to show kind of like one of the coolest things about time travel that I like is that no matter how much you're trying to change the future or the past or the present or whatever you want to call it, the best thing you get is just buying yourself some time. I really like that concept because it's also very reminiscent of like Final Destination. But like I said, this season did a pretty good job of foreshadowing his death as well. But the thing is, even though we already saw Shredder stabbing Splinter back in the end of season 3, this was done so much more brutally and viscerally. I really like how they did it here. Like, the expressions on everybody's faces hit me in the fucking heart, man. I felt like Shredder pierced me in the chest. That's how well the death is done. And it's just like, I was shocked at how expressive they made the faces for all the characters. Like the expressiveness on Raph's face when he sees this right in front of him, which I expect is gonna be a character point. I hope it's a character point for him in season 5, although whether it's gonna be, I very much doubt it. But I think it should be a character point because you see his own father killed in front of him. Like, the other turtles saw him falling, but he was right there. And he definitely should blame himself for not being strong enough to handle even the Super Shredder and help his father and save him from dying. And obviously, the other turtles, especially Leo, is definitely gonna blame himself as well, but I think it definitely makes the most sense for Raph to blame himself in that situation because he was present there, but I don't think this show is gonna go that direction. Although, like I said, I think they should. But yeah, I just love how expressive and visceral and everybody's emotional reaction to that scene was great. And it's so heartbreaking. Like, I feel like the part which actually makes me cry is when all the turtles remember good moments that they've had with Splinter, and even just talking about it is making me choke up a little bit. I don't know if you're noticing it in my voice, but just thinking about it, especially Mikey's reaction where he says "Papa," it really hits you. You know, it really feels sad. That. So yeah, I still think overall, even though I was spoiled about it, it was a success watching through this episode. Like, I wasn't, I still think I got a good reaction off of it because I was shocked in the scene itself where he got stabbed. It's just the way it was done was so visceral and so scary, like genuinely terrifying. And then the heartbreak seeing the turtles react to their father's death. That's why I actually expect that the next episode, Owari, which is the season finale, it might actually be more sad to me because it's gonna be the aftermath and seeing more of their reactions, like maybe they're crying and they're again remembering of good moments with their father. That shit hits me much more. The emotional stuff hit me much more than the actual like deaths themselves. It's like the effects of the deaths is what it's what hits me more. Because like I mentioned earlier about the playthrough and the death of that of said character in the season 3 of the Walking Dead game, the things he said is what ultimately broke me. The things he said to one of the main characters is what broke me. Not the fact that he was dying per se, although that was, I guess, a little bit of a part of it, but because of who the character is. But yeah, this episode was honestly, I mean, it's hard to really judge it because it very much feels like the first part of a two-parter story. But I'll try my best to really still judge it on its own because I like the tension, like right off the bat in the beginning of the episodes, like you can feel the tension that some bad shit is gonna be happening, and it was so obvious that it was a distraction to distract the other turtles, and Leo was right in that case that they shouldn't have split up. They should have all fought the Shredder because even with all of them they probably still wouldn't have been able to defeat him, but it would have been safer at least. And now I really wonder whether Leo is gonna go through the same kind of arc as in the 2003 series, because in this case, he actually lost a family member, which, by the way, I kind of almost forgot to talk about that, but like I said, love that this show actually did this, that they actually killed a member of the turtle family. Because, like, I've complained about that, especially from from a show like the 2003 series. Like, the closest the 2000 series got to this was in Same as It Ever Was, and that was essentially not a canon story. I mean, it's a canon story that Donnie lived through, but it's like in a aborted timeline. But this show actually commits to that. At least I hope it does, because I'm not sure, but I think it does. And I love that. I really do. I feel like TMNT kind of lacks stakes sometimes. And that's why I've said that I really wanted for one of the turtles to die in one of these TMNT incarnations. That still would have definitely hit harder than, in my opinion, than Splinter. But I'm okay with at least a Splinter dying in this case. And it does feel sad thinking about it, that now that their father is actually dead. Like, this definitely feels like more of a finality. Definitely has more of a finality to it compared to the season 3 death. And it was done so much better as well. It definitely hits harder. And now I definitely want to see Shredder dead. Yeah, in terms of rating for this episode, I think I'm going to go with a 9.1 out of 10. I'm kind of split between giving it a 9.1 and 9.4 out of 10. Because while I think on the emotion side of things at the end there, it really hits like a fucking train, I feel like it's not as punchy of an episode as it could have been. I feel like they could have made the different plot points of the episode just hit harder. I feel like there was, in a sense, I feel like there wasn't necessarily enough content in the episode to make it as impactful as it should have been for it to be a 10 out of 10. And you might say, well, you gave City at War a 10 out of 10, but you don't give this episode a 10 out of 10, even though City at War was a filler and this wasn't. But the thing is, different episodes will have different standards. A filler episode is obviously going to have a different standard than the penultimate episode of a season or the finale. They definitely have different standards, and City at War managed to surpass its standards and be punchy enough for me to really enjoy it. Well, this episode, like I said, it's still really good. It's still an amazing episode and hits hard, but I feel like they could have squeezed it a little more and maybe added some more content to make it a 10 out of 10. But it was definitely still a really, really good episode, but I feel like the better episode might end up being the actual finale if we deal with the consequences in that episode, which I hope we do. But yeah, there's only one way to find out whether that's going to be the case though, so without further ado, let's get into Season 4, Episode 26, the finale of Season 4, Owari, in 3, 2, 1. Oh, everybody's there, even the chicken. The brain chicken. And they buried him at the farm? Oh. Still can't believe that it actually happened.
Do not fear me, my son.
Splinter? Is it really you, or am I dreaming this?
You are not dreaming. I have attained a higher spiritual plane of existence.
What?
Passing into death, we merge with the whole of life. We become one.
That's some bullshit.
In all of the universe. Even with you.
I can't go on without you, Father.
You must, Leonardo. You are the sensei now. Your brothers need you. Karai needs you. Shredder is still alive.
What?
You must end this, Leonardo.
I don't know if we're strong enough, Sensei.
You've trained like this for 4 seasons. You must be. Whoa, what the hell is this visual? That does not look like it's out of the cartoon at all. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here we go, it's the Link Green Ninja Team. Wanna see those scenes doing ninja things. So extreme like a sewer like laser beams. Get rocked to the shield shock pizza kings. Can't stop these radical dudes. The secret of the ooze of the chosen few. Emerge from the shadows to make their moves. The good guys win and the bad guys lose. Leonardo's the leader in blue. This anything is thinking is his ninja's true. Donatello is a fellow, has a wearing machine. Raphael's got the most, they're the 2 in the team. Michelangelo, he's one of a kind. And he knows where to find him, where it's fighting time. There's splinters with stars and really need to be one lean, mean, green gravity. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell, settle Paul. That's cool. Isn't that more accurate to what his mask is usually? At least seems more reminiscent of the 2003 series. Oh, we're getting serious now. Good job, guys.
These things are a slice of cake and easy as pie. Mmm, so hungry.
Yeah, at this rate, we got no problemo.
Huh?
You had to say it.
One of us had to say something, didn't they?
Yep. And if you guys can take these fuckers, how can you take the Shredder? Man, I love that April and Casey are both right up there with them. That is so cool.
Yes! Ah, nice! I love water!
Fish face! Do not call me that!
Is this episode gonna be a best of bad guys? Are they gonna fight literally everybody?
I will give you pass to mouth. You think you have the best of me? You are nothing, Raphael.
Hell yeah. Whoa! Shit!
Dirty scoundrel!
Are they actually gonna leave him to die? I swear, if they did not defeat the Shredder in this episode, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah!
Yeah, we seem to be going through all the villains. Oh shit! I mean, I feel like it's pretty easy to dodge those blades, just stand between them.
No fair! My ears be sensitive!
Uh-oh. Well, definitely you can't dodge that. I guess you can actually. Man, that would be a dope level for a video game.
God!
His sword.
Dirty cat!
Okay, he's mad. He's mad. He's really mad.
You just used your ninth life, pussycat!
Woohoo! They only got away with that because he said pussycat though. Let's be real here. dumbasses! Oh, come on, of course they get kicked off so they cannot be involved in the fight. That's some bullshit. This episode really feels like a fucking build-up to a video game boss. Even to the point of kicking out the characters who would be the most in danger when fighting against the Shredder. I think that's so fucking stupid. Have them fight as well. It's cooler when they do.
I was wrong.
I know that this is TMNT, but it's also April and Casey, their main characters as well. I wonder if they're actually using old tricks they've learned from lessons from Splinter. Okay, the fight, at least the fight here is really cool. Damn, they're really quick! Come on! Do it! Do it! Do it! Whoa! No, Mikey!
Done with you, you metal freak!
Oh! Wait, that was Rob dragging him? What?
Killed him! He was your brother, and you killed him! He was your brother, Saki! Your best friend! How could you do that?
And now, you die.
They said the D word! They actually said the D word! I thought they weren't allowed to! Oh, he's employing some of that Splinter energy! Hell yeah! Oh, come on, I wanted to see his head pop off!
Leo!
He's gone? No. No, he can't be!
Oh shit, they actually showed it!
Brother! Shredder is finished.
Damn!
Owari, I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about, Leo. I just wanted to thank you for finishing what no one else could.
You did it, brother! You ended the Shredder!
Okay, don't squeeze me so hard, Raph. I'm still recovering.
So, what are we gonna do next?
Oh, I'm sure there'll be plenty of enemies willing to take Shredder's place.
Tiger Claw's still out there. The Foot Clan isn't out of the game yet, dudes.
The story isn't over yet.
Whatever evil emerges,
We still have several tales to go through.
That's right, Mikey. And we'll do it together. Right, Sensei?
Man, that could also be the thumbnail for this video. I'm still contemplating which one to go for. Okay. I might have some controversial opinions about this episode. It was kind of not as enjoyable as it should have been. Like, I still like the ending. I like the fight, the whole fight against the Shredder. It was definitely very enjoyable. Although I still feel like it ends a little too quickly. Like, all of a sudden, Leo gets that boost of energy and he hits the Shredder. They get into that iconic 1-versus-1 cross fight. And then we see him wearing, carrying Shredder's mask. I don't know, I would have liked his head to pop off like in the 2003 series, you know? They had an arm pop off a few episodes ago, and they said the word die. Is popping the head off of the Shredder that much worse, especially because he's carrying it afterwards. He's very much carrying it, so I don't know. It feels weird the way they've done it. It doesn't really give you the punch you want with his death. It just makes you feel like, instead of feeling like, yeah, he's dead, it makes you feel more like, oh, is that it? And that's kind of annoying. And in general, this episode I feel like was a little annoying because we were building up to the boss battle. Like I said, we were going through each villain and building up to the final boss battle. And I don't know, that just felt weird. It didn't feel like it had any substance to it. It just felt like filler. Just to get to the final battle. Like, I would have either preferred for the whole episode to be the battle, or just put what happened in last episode and this episode into one, I don't know, 40-minute long episode, because it kind of feels like that's what this should have been. Because I don't think there's enough content for two-parter, and there's not enough content in each of the episodes for them to be really good on their own. So they should have probably done just one special episode. I don't know. I'm just disappointed because I wanted to really be hyped about this, and for certain moments I certainly am. But I don't know, I just cannot wash away the feeling of... I don't know. Like I said, it is a controversial opinion, but... I don't know, it just feels like these final two episodes, the story really rushes through a little bit too fast, and I don't like that. But still, I would say the final battle here was, for the most part, worth it, but this is definitely going to be a surprisingly weak episode in terms of the ratings compared to other ones, because I only want to give it as much as like an 8.4 out of 10. I'm sorry, this was a very disappointing episode for me. I like the vibes that it had of like the finale. It kind of felt like a finale of the show in a way, to be honest, and it kind of is in a way, but yeah. I kind of can't believe we're actually done with the Shredder. I'm really curious to see where the show is going to go in Season 5. Which is what we're going to be doing next time, so... Can't wait. And yeah, I feel like maybe I'm not really taking that long of time to really talk about this episode, but I just don't really have much to say about it that I didn't already say. It was weirdly rushed. I wish Mikey was still serious for the whole episode and not just for certain moments, because I think his father's death should affect him like that for a little bit, at least for a couple episodes. Can we have some continuity of character for a little bit in this show? Yeah. It was a little bit disappointing, but I don't really care that much. I'm much more interested in getting into Season 5 and enjoying that, hopefully. But yeah, what did you guys think about these two episodes? Comment your thoughts down below and let's have a discussion about it. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently one patron on Patreon, Deadpool. Thank you for your support, Deadpool. I really appreciate that you have continued to support me, decided to support me, have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly, which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me, that being the fact that I am trans. And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't. Outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female, but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will. And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things, like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that, because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way, and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything. And that just kind of stress just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact it's somewhat been intensifying again recently, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long-term planning, because once I transition, it's like I probably will not be able to get myself a job, because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say.
And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description to my Twitter if you don't follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you have enjoyed my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge support and help your channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think this is pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!